All right, so Turning Point USA had this event. I forgot what it was, America Fest, Freedom Fest, some bullshit like that. It was in Phoenix, Arizona, and Roseanne Barr was invited. That is fun. Because she is a lot, this lady. I'm sure a lot of you know, but she's got an interesting backstory. You should Google her, like Wikipedia her, and you could read the whole thing about how she had like a hit show and she was like a working class type. She even ran for president one time. It was either with the Green Party or the Socialist Party. She ran for president. I forget when it was, like 2012 maybe? I don't remember the specific year, but look, she's a wacky one. She's a wacky one. She is funny, but she also is absolutely insane. So I feel like relatively recently in the Trump era, she kind of took a little bit of a heel turn and she went all in on like thinking Trump is the savior, and she's very like Alex Jonesy and stuff like that. But anyway, so she gives this speech, and I mean, you're gonna see she like shocks the audience into silence with how incoherent this is. Let's watch.
If we don't stop these horrible communists, do you hear me? I'm asking you to hear me. Stalinist, communists, with a huge helping of Nazi fascists thrown in, plus wanting a caliphate.
Dead silence.
To replace every Christian democracy on earth now occupied. Do you know that?
What?
I just want the truth. We deserve to hear the truth. That's what we want. We want the truth. We don't care which party is wrong. We know they're both nothing but crap. They're both on the take. They're both stealing us blind. We just want the truth about everything that we fought and died and suffered to protect. We want the truth.
First of all, I don't know why she's yelling. You have a mic right up to your lips. You're good. Like, everybody can hear you. You don't need to bring it down just a little bit. I like the part where she's going after, look, yeah, both, yeah. I don't care which party. Both of them are crooks. She says that, but she also loves Donald Trump. The same Donald Trump that we just talked about took over $100 million from Sheldon Adelson and gave him whatever he wanted. Dropped investigations into him, moved the embassy to Jerusalem, the whole list of pro-Israel policies that he did as a direct result of Sheldon Adelson. The predatory payday loan industry, he took money, $1 million from them for his inauguration, then turned around and dropped the court cases into them and dropped the new regulations that were supposed to go into place against them. I mean, look, we can go on and on, right? Look at Jared Kushner, took $2 billion from Saudi Arabia. Trump took millions of dollars from Saudi Arabia for the Live Golf events, and then what's he going to... Oh, would you look at that? Saudi Arabia gets everything they want. They got to kill and dismember a Washington Post journalist, and he looked the other way and didn't even give him a slap on the wrist. Like, what are we talking about here? He armed them so they can do the genocide in Yemen. Oh, what are we talking about here? Yeah, they're crooks. But so is the one that you love, all right? But let's put aside the Trump things. That's standard rant. Like, what is she talking about? She goes off on the Stalinist, communist, Nazi fascist, Muslim caliphate supporters. Roseanne, I love you. Literally nobody fits that label. There is nobody who's both a Stalinist, communist, Nazi fascist, Muslim caliphate lover. That's not a thing. Those are totally diametrically opposed. If you're a communist, you are not a fascist. The fascists and the communists were brutal, vicious enemies. Nazis imprisoned the communists and murdered the communists. And obviously, if you're a Nazi, you believe in like Aryan supremacy, you're not gonna be Muslim in that scenario. You're not gonna support an Islamic caliphate at the same time you support like an Aryan nationalist project or global nationalist project. And then she says, the Stalinist, communist, Nazi, fascist, Muslim caliphate lovers are replacing Christian democracy. But we don't have a Christian democracy. We have a secular democratic republic. There's nothing that's officially Christian about this. And by the way, Roseanne Barr is Jewish. So why are you talking about, oh, we're afraid they're going to replace the Christian democracy? You're not even Christian. What are you talking about? Look, I don't want to be too harsh on her. She clearly has some issues. But, like, there's this new breed of person who's interested in politics that's like, how do I describe this? It's like they're naturally not just skeptical, which is good. It's good if you're naturally skeptical. But they're naturally cynical. But then they don't actually care about the details or the specifics or the news or what's actually happening. They're willing to just do this thing where it's like, the people who disagree with me are everything that's bad about everything. They're the Stalinist, communist, Nazi, fascist, Muslim caliphate lovers who want to replace Christian democracy. So, and like, I'd love to get her to elaborate. Who exactly are you talking about that fits this label? Would you say Joe Biden? Is Joe Biden a Stalinist, communist, Nazi, fascist, Muslim caliphate lover? Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? And it's just like, she was on some other podcast where they say, I think it was like Bill Maher's podcast. And she was saying, like, she's somehow like both super right-wing and super left-wing at the same time. She says, like, I'm still a socialist, but then she goes on to like bash socialist ideas. I don't know. She's just confused, man. She's just confused. This is somebody who bases their politics off of their mental illness and reading incendiary Facebook memes. Like, that's the sense I get from it. And I don't know. I don't know what to do with people like this. I really don't. Because then I've seen her in a number of political conversations. When she talks, she has 100% certitude with literally every single thing she says. And it's like, you're not ever going to like be like, okay, tweak that a little bit. Here's why that's a little bit wrong. She'd be like, shut up, you're wrong. Okay. I don't know what you want me to say. I don't know what you want me to do. This is a very particular brand that's difficult to deal with in terms of like trying to get the train back on the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Beware the Stalinist, communist, Nazi, fascist, Muslim caliphate lovers who want to replace Christian democracy. That's the sense I get. So like at the every negative, the Leninist, Maoist, Goebbelsist, monarchists, minarchists, you got to look out for them, bro. You got to look out for them. Got to look out for the anarcho-syndicalists merging with the I don't know, whatever, you fill in the blank, I'm done. Oh, God, my favorite part was how the crowd was like, they wanted to be with her, but they were like, Roseanne, I don't really know what you're saying. Usually these right-wing crowds, they'll be like, yeah, they'll go along with everything. But this one, they were like, you lost me. She lost me. Did she lose you? She lost me. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.